Hello, welcome to Top 10 Mods for Minecraft 1.14.4. This is the fabric version. So if we go down into the water here, you're going to see this structure. This is going to be the first mod we're going to talk about, which is called Mineral Collector. So here you can see we've got a mineral vent, and that's going to provide upward momentum. So you can make the item called the Mineral Collector, and it's going to actually block the bubbles. So you can see that this one, for instance, is blocking all the bubbles. Now when I tried to place the mineral collector down here, that's all it did. But if you place it, say, a bit further up the bubble column, and then you stand on top of the mineral collector, what you'll see is about every 10 seconds or so, you're going to get either gold or iron nuggets. I also tried to output to a chest, that doesn't work, so you're going to need to collect it using a different type of collector. You can see, wow, there's a lot on the surface here. Okay, so another mod that we've got here is called Overhead XP. So you can see that if we look at the Enderman here, and similar, you may have seen it with the fish in the water there, it just gives you a little health bar above, and that will work for every mob. Okay, that Ender Dragon was actually spawned using this special egg, the Ender Dragon spawn egg, from this mod called Soul's Egg. So the way to get started with Soul's Egg is to make a blank egg from sugar and also egg. From there we can create a Soul's Egg, and this requires Soul's Powder, which simply needs Soul Sand. And with the Soul's Egg, we can either go into an advanced Soul's Egg, or you can directly craft spawn eggs for various different mobs. And you can see the different mobs here. Now all of them are pretty much what you would expect. There is a couple of exceptions, so we'll just there is this, which is the Animal Soul's Egg. And the Animal Soul's Egg can then be further crafted into the various different animals. So you see almost pretty much everything is in here. So this would be a really useful way to do a skyblock world, because it includes all those sort of latest animals. This is an interesting recipe. The Soul's Egg will go to Silverfish, and then you can go from Silverfish to Endermite, Endermite to Enderman. Let's go back to the advanced Soul's Egg. So we can do Elder Guardian and Enderman. Evokers seem to need 2 totems of Undying. Interesting. There we go. So you can see when you kill the Ender Dragon, you're going to get the Ender Skin, and then that will create the ultimate Soul's Egg. And then from there you can make a giant, a wither. You also flat out make a boat Soul Egg, just an egg and wood. But like, for instance, we could make a giant, or we could just spawn a wither as well. So the wither didn't even need to warm up, so it will literally spawn a wither without the beginning cycle. Also got an egg mod here as well. So we can get hard-boiled egg by cooking an egg, and get scrambled egg by crafting 2 eggs together. And by crafting just 1 egg on its own will get you a fried egg. So they're the sort of basic components. And milk can turn into 6 bottles of milk. 3 eggs and milk can get you an omelette. Got a hard-boiled egg block and a feather block, and therefore reducing fall damage. And there's the pillow block as well. Pillow is just 2 feather blocks. So we've got a bottle of oil, which can be made with either sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds. Egg and oil will make mayonnaise. And then mayonnaise and hard-boiled egg will make egg salad. Okay, so what we could do is we could place a skeleton head, or a zombie head, or with a skeleton. And we have this skull on. Let's take a look and see what actually happens when we approach some villagers. So you can see this actually is a mod. This is a mod called Scary Player, and when you're wearing a skull like this, you'll actually be able to scare the villagers. Not that scared, but you can tell. You can definitely tell that they're moving away. Okay, now we have a mod called Minishield, and you can see that I've got a shield here, and you might notice that it's really, really small. So when I put the shield on, I mean, that's not going to shield you from much, is it? But you can see just how little it is. So yeah, it just gives you a smaller shield, and you can change that in the config to be as small or as large as you want. Okay, we're going to look at this mod called NPC Variety. So this introduces 8 different skin tones, and we've also got 5 different eye colors. So there's amber eyes, green, which is vanilla, and then blue, light blue, brown. If we go over to the plains biome over here, we should actually get different. Yeah, you can see this is light blue, and this one is regular blue. Also, if we take a look at you can see that the villagers are actually going to close their eyes when they're asleep. Zombie villagers have got red eyes, and they have different coloured trousers. So you can see that there's an eye patch on the pillager. That's a good example. So that Ravager, you can see it's got blue eyes. All right, let's try with it. Go into a minecart, and this is a mod called Railboost. What this will do is it will actually accelerate you along the path. So instead of using booster tracks, you could just use fireworks. Okay, we have here now a mod called Wool, and you need a shearer, and you're also going to need the wool collector, and it helps to have them both on the same plane there. So yeah, for this one you're going to want the wood collector, and then you're going to want to have the tree cutter with the axe in. And it says it does a 5x5x10. We've got an alarm block. So the fan's got some pretty cool particle effects actually. So this is a mod called Epicurean Gastronomy. So we have tomato seeds, pepper seeds, and onion, which don't have any seeds. Also go really, really fast when it looks at the onions. So you can see some of these crops here. So tomato, pepper, and onion. You notice this is ingredient spicy, and you may have noticed when I was looking at eggs, it says ingredient filling. Now this is the cooking table that you make. Okay, so in the cooking table we can place 3 wheat, and that's going to get us noodles. It says prominent trait filling, absorption 3 minutes. And we can put an egg in there as well. Absorption 2 for 2 minutes. Added seasoning 1 egg. So what this does is it actually lets you craft food in like a more expansive way. Alright, let's try the beef stew now. So this needs beef, carrots, mushroom and onion. And you can see that's going to get you beef stew. But then there's additional things you can put on. At the moment it's got saturation 45 seconds. So we could have, say, tomato on it, haste 130 and saturation. Bonus restoration. So you can see you can really make quite complex stuff here. And the butter. Speed 2, -1 hunger. Cooked pork chop. Bonus restoration, because that's obviously it's got very high amount, because there's a very high restoration in pork chops. And the dandelion also gives haste, right? Haste 130, saturation 45. And the dandelion's also going to give haste. Now, I believe we could just put them all in if we wanted. We can make a really complex dish. So you can see there, that is going to be able to give you like a much better beef stew. Oh, interestingly, when I just went out of the inventory, I put it all back into my hotbar. But yeah, I mean, but it looks like it. But you can see, like with this mod, it's like more what like most people actually eat. Like, and there's also this thing called dashi. So you can make the dashi like that. But I think this is like more, you know, what probably a lot of people do actually eat. And that will make ramen. So this is, and that gives you saturation 45. And then it says any type of meat. So obviously just gives you better hunger. 24% saturation. So yeah, it will just increase the saturation as well as taking the hunger units there. So yeah, so there's like a complex one. It looks like the pepper is for resistance, right? So yeah, there's a couple of more recipes that I'm going to show. I'll quickly show you the pancakes. So this is pancakes. We've got jelly here, which is made with berries and sugar. Super jelly, made using slime balls as well as jelly. So yeah, so if we just put in all these items, you can see what we get with the pancakes here. Speed 2, jump boost, and absorption. Mine's at 68% saturation. So pretty awesome how you can do that. There's also like chicken and hamburgers and stuff like that. But that will do for this video. So thanks for watching.